Nobody believed in mermaids anymore. Most people thought they were fake. They were treated like children's fairy tales. They were called internet myths. Scientists ignored them. Governments laughed about them. But one man refused to laugh. His name was Ethan Blackwood. Ethan was extremely rich, but he was also extremely powerful. He owned oil companies. He owned shipping empires. He owned satellite networks. He owned deep-sea robotic fleets. If something moved across the ocean, Ethan probably owned it. Yet something always bothered him: the Bermuda Triangle. Ships vanished there. Planes disappeared there. Radio signals died there. People were never found. Stories about the triangle were everywhere, but explanations were never clear. Ethan started investigating secretly. He paid retired Navy officers. He paid forgotten scientists. He paid private researchers. They gave him old files. They gave him secret maps. They gave him classified sonar recordings. All signs pointed to one truth. Something lived beneath those waters. Something intelligent. Something ancient. Something powerful. So Ethan decided to find it. He funded a private expedition. It was the most expensive one ever made. He built a billion-dollar research ship. He designed AI submarines. He installed military sonar. He hired elite crews. He forced everyone to sign silence contracts. No press, no governments, no witnesses. Only secrecy. The ship entered the Bermuda Triangle at night. The ocean was calm, too calm. There were no waves, there was no wind, there were no birds. The water felt heavy. The air felt strange. Inside the ship, screens began to flicker. Navigation systems glitched. Compasses spun slowly. Satellites delayed signals. Some crew members heard whispers. Some heard their names. Then sonar detected something huge. It was not a wreck. It was not a mountain. It was a structure. It was shaped like a city. Lights glowed from deep below. Not machine lights, living lights. Ethan ordered the submarine down. The sub began descending slowly. The water became colder. The pressure became stronger. Something started circling the craft. It moved fast. It made no sound. Shadows passed the windows. Then figures appeared. They had human faces. They had long flowing hair. They had glowing eyes. They had powerful tails. They were mermaids. The crew could not speak. Fear filled the cabin. Then something brighter appeared. A tall figure floated above a glowing throne. Her skin glowed pale blue. Her crown sparkled like crystal. The water bent around her. She was the queen of the mermaids. Her eyes locked onto Ethan. She did not speak aloud. Her voice entered their minds. You have entered forbidden waters. Every screen went black. The submarine lost power. The ship went silent. No lights, no sonar, no radios. Darkness filled the cabin. Minutes passed. Then emergency power returned. The submarine had surfaced, but Ethan was gone. No doors were open. No alarms were triggered. No struggle was visible. Only one message remained.
It was burned into the system. Some riches are not meant for humans. Search teams arrived. They found nothing. No wreckage, no body, no signal. Ethan Blackwood was gone forever. Governments sealed the location. The coordinates were hidden. The ocean became silent again. But strange things still happen. Satellites see glowing lights below. Sailors hear singing at night. Some say the Queen still rules below. Some say Ethan never returned. Some say he belongs to the sea now. If you want more untold ocean mysteries, subscribe now. before this story disappears too. No one officially searched for Ethan Blackwood. Governments pretended they did, but real searches were quietly stopped. The coordinates were locked, the files were sealed, the crew was silenced. But something changed after his disappearance. Strange events began happening. Deep-sea satellites detected movement, not fish, not submarines, something big, something organized. Military radars picked up formations moving beneath the triangle, always in patterns, always in straight lines, like an underwater army. Then came the transmissions. Encrypted naval radios received signals, not in any known language, but perfectly structured, repeating patterns, intelligent, and always from the same place, the Bermuda Triangle. At the same time, strange dreams spread. Sailors across the Atlantic reported the same vision, a glowing underwater city, a silver-haired queen, a man standing beside her, a man in a black suit. Ethan, he was alive, but he was not human anymore. Deep beneath the ocean, Ethan opened his eyes. He could breathe. Water moved through his lungs like air. His body no longer felt heavy. It felt light. It felt powerful. He could hear thoughts. He could feel currents. He could sense life around him. The queen floated before him. She placed her hand on his chest. "You were chosen," she said inside his mind. "You did not come to conquer. You came to understand." Ethan realized the truth. The mermaids were not myths. They were an ancient civilization. They ruled the deep oceans. They protected Earth's water systems. They controlled currents. They guarded underwater energy fields, and humans were destroying them. Oil leaks, noise pollution, deep-sea mining. The oceans were dying. Ethan was offered a choice: return to the surface and forget everything, or stay below and protect the seas forever. He chose the ocean. He chose the queen. On the surface, his companies began collapsing. Oil rigs failed, shipping fleets stalled, satellites malfunctioned. It looked like business failure, but it was not. It was punishment. The ocean was fighting back. Storms increased, waves grew stronger, currents shifted. Human greed was being corrected, and beneath the Bermuda Triangle, a former billionaire now stood as the guardian of the deep, wearing a crown of light, ruling beside the queen of the mermaids, watching humanity, waiting, judging, protecting the seas. The ocean was no longer silent. It was awake, and it was watching us.